Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know, don't you remember like it was yesterday? It's early 1990 and you're staying at your buddy's house and your guys are playing games late into the night. And he pops in Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden! Hey!
And guess what? He's getting his ass handed to him. But no fear. You just say, hey, let me pop out my laptop, get on my high-speed internet, and let's look up a code for it. Oh, that's right. We didn't do that because the internet wasn't everywhere like it is now. You know what? You had to rely on things like Electronic Gaming Monthly and Nintendo Power for all your tips and tricks for the latest games. But not all tips and tricks was in those magazines. And that's what I want to talk about on today's episode. So roll that intro. So as I was flipping through some old issues of video game magazines, it really got me thinking. There's some famous codes for games that we all know and love, like the infamous Konami code that you would use for Contra to give you 30 men, or the Minus World on Super Mario Bros. Everybody knows those, but guess what? I want to give you guys some tips and tricks on some Nintendo games that you might not have known about, because there's a ton of tips and tricks for the entire NES library that aren't really famous, but they are tricks that you can use to help you beat the game. So let's get into it.
First, we're going to take a look at a trick for Double Dragon. So what you're going to want to do is get to stage 2 and grab the bat from this guy that's on top of the fence right here. You're going to move over to the right of the screen. You'll fall off the edge. And as soon as you get up, move to the right until you get the 2 enemies to spawn. Now, when you get them to spawn, run all the way back to the fence and climb up it at the last second. And now you're going to walk back until they go off a screen. And then when they go off screen, you're going to go walk back across the fence again. Now don't jump, just fall off. And as soon as you get up, walk a little bit forward and start swinging and punching. If you notice, all your hearts down there and all your points are going up. So the game thinks that these 2 enemies are on screen, but they're actually not. But you're getting experience for hitting them over and over. So you can do this and max out every one of your hearts, because the game gets incredibly hard and you need every advantage you can have to beat it. With your hearts up, you can actually take more damage, and your punches and your kicks are way stronger. Plus you have different moves like the jump kick, and you can actually toss and throw enemies. There's a ton of advantages to doing this, because later on in the game it takes forever to get these hearts up. So if you don't do this trick, you might not be able to rank them all up before you get to the later levels. So this is a fantastic way to do it early, and you can knock it out. So that's the Double Dragon trick. Pretty cool, huh? So here's a cool Super Mario Bros. 3 trick to get you a bunch of lives. First, get to stage 2 in World 1. What you're going to do is you're going to get to this point where all these Goombas are popping out of the pipe. What you want to do is you want to get enough of them on screen to where you want to actually keep jumping on top of them to where you fly up higher in the air. And the more that they keep dropping, you keep hitting them, getting points. You'll get to the point where you start getting 1-ups instead. And you can do this as long as you can stay in the air. So if you actually just hit the ground accidentally, just wait until more of them come out. Mario 3 isn't an incredibly hard game, but it definitely helps to have a crap ton of men at the end, because World 8 is pretty tough. So this trick is a nice little trick to do. I don't know if a lot of people remember doing it or knew it existed, so I figured I'd show you guys this cool little trick. So yeah, you just keep jumping on top of them and just wait till the 1-ups start appearing. And I'm kind of having a difficult time with it because you have to mash the button just so you can stay floating, and then at the last second you gotta hold it so you can bounce off of it real high up in the air. So it's kind of tricky to get started on it, but once you get it going, man, it's pretty cool. So yeah, the Super Mario Bros. 3 trick. Check it out. So the next trick is for a game called Kung Fu, and there's 5 stages to this game. But the last boss in this game is incredibly difficult. He's very hard to damage. So I wanted to show you this little trick that I have for it that makes it very easy to beat this game. So what you want to do is you're just going to play level 5 and get to the end with the ample amount of energy just in case. So when you get there, you'll run to the left and you'll have a point where the enemies will start running away from you. That means you're getting close to the boss. As soon as you see the boss, just duck down and start throwing low kicks repeatedly, and he won't be able to do anything. He literally just sits there and keeps bouncing back, getting hit. So I don't know if it's something in the game that's programmed. This is a nice little trick to beat the last boss because he's incredibly hard to beat straight up. But if you just smash your sweep kick, it'll just hit him and he can't do anything about it. And then just walk left and there you go. You beat Kung Fu for the NES. You got your girl back and you got all the kisses. So holla at your boy. Next, I'll tell you guys a trick and a stage select for TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to watch the intro to the game because it's absolutely badass. Then when it gets to the title screen, you're going to put in the old Konami code, but with a twist. You're going to put in up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start, instead of B, A, start like the original Konami code. When you do that, it'll take you to the turtle screen to pick what turtle you'd like to play with. So pick whatever turtle you like. And then it'll bring up a secret options menu. You can even pick what stage you'd like to start on. Every stage in the game is up for grabs, so you can start wherever you'd like. Plus, you can actually change it to easy. So you can actually make the game easier and then go down and give yourself a bunch of extra lives. So this is a fantastic code because this game's actually pretty tough in the later levels. So having a lot of extra men is definitely something you want to have. I'm just going to pick stage 4, New York City, and I'm going to beat this. So hope you guys enjoyed that trick. And now you guys should have plenty of men to beat this game. Cowabunga, dudes. So this trick is for Journey to Silius. It's actually a sound test trick. So on the title screen of the game, you're going to hit B 33 times in a row, and then the start button. Yeah, you heard me right. 33 times exactly, and then hit the start button. Instead of starting the game, it'll bring you to a sound test menu where you can actually check out all the fantastic tunes in this game because the music in this game is just amazing. Anything made by Sunsoft back in the day had some killer music. So you can actually listen to every track that you want. Plus, you can actually give yourself 9 continues because this game is tough as nails later on. And you're going to need every damn one of them continues to beat it, trust me. So this code is fantastic, and I thought it might be something that you guys didn't know about. So there it is, the Journey to Silius sound test and continue trick.
Well, there you go. There's a couple tips and tricks that'll help you get through some of the games in the NES library. If you have any tips and tricks, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby. Boopy, boopy, boop, boop, boop. God mode activated.
50,000? You got 50,000 on Double Dragon?